there's a quiet moment every soap maker knows. You cut a fresh loaf, and it's beautiful. And someone asks what it costs or which batch it came from, and you realize you're not quite sure. You already know how to make wonderful soap. This record book is built for the other half, keeping a clean record of every batch, tracing every bar back to where it came from, and finally pricing it for what it's truly worth. It's one working spreadsheet with the records and calculators a soap and bath and body business needs, plus 5 printable guides. Together, they cover the whole selling side, logging every batch, tracing every bar to a supplier lot, costing it honestly, and labeling it the right way. It starts with the batch. Code each batch before you pour, then log the oils, the fragrance, and its rate, and the cure days. The workbook works out the cure ready date for you so a harsh, soft, or underweight bar never reaches a customer before it's ready. 1 row per batch is the single habit that turns making soap into running a soap business. A full product reference takes the guesswork out of curing, from a cold process bar that needs 4 to 6 weeks, to a melt and pour that's ready in an hour, to a body butter you whip and chill. Each one comes with a typical cure time, a safe fragrance load, and how long it keeps on the shelf. Then the part that sets a real soap business apart, and the part this book is named for. Record the supplier lot of every oil and fragrance against the batch that used it. If a lot is ever recalled, or a customer reports a reaction, you can trace it both ways in minutes, from a recalled lot forward to the batches and the markets it reached, or from a single bar back to everything inside it. Your bench and your back room stop being a guess. Track your oils, lye, and fragrance by supplier lot, and your boxes and labels by a reorder point, and the workbook flags a low fragrance or a low label before a batch day catches you short. Now the part that changes everything. A handmade bar looks cheap to make because the labor hides inside it, and that is exactly why so many makers underprice. This workbook counts what a batch really costs, then adds the box, the label, and your own hands at a fair rate, and gives you a true cost for every bar. For most makers, it lands several times higher than the "it's just a little oil and lye" number they had in their head. And here's the good news. A handmade, traceable, beautifully labeled bar sells in a completely different market from a dollar store bar. The trap isn't the math, it's the market you price against. Sell your soap as the small batch, traceable product it is, and let your ingredients and your designs carry the price higher. A labeling and claims guide keeps you on the right side of the line, the one you cross with your words, not your ingredients. It walks the difference between soap, a cosmetic, and a drug claim. The basics every label needs, the fragrance allergens to declare, and the honest reminder that anything with water needs a real tested preservative. And a set of printable records keeps the bench in order. A batch record, a recall-ready lot log, and a materials receiving sheet, so every batch and every supplier lot is written down where you'll find it. It's an instant download from Ardent Workshop, Evergreen, and yours to keep. Log every batch, trace every bar, and price your soap like the handmade treasure it is.